Hey up, thanks for having a look at the video. I'm going to do a man cave tour today. I built this man cave bar, whatever you want to call it, about 4 years ago. Mainly out of recycled pallet wood, things that I found over the years, things that I found in skips that I'd saved, and you know, slowly but surely it's all just come together. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour today. Right, we may as well start with the bar itself. I built this probably 4 years ago, and it's all pallet wood. I get pallets from work, so it's free material. And one day I just thought, oh, do you know what? I'll build myself a bar in my garage. So I did. As you can tell, I think this is Portuguese pine. We get some nice pallets like these. Somebody told me it was Portuguese pine. I think that's what it is. These are coach bolts. I used to deliver washing machines for a living, and when they'd been delivered, they come with a transit bolt in, and you had to take the transit bolt out so that the drum stays stable. So I just kept all them. So they're about 4-inch long. There's different sizes and different types, but I kept all them, and they've come in quite useful. I've used them on quite a lot of projects. The bar top is made up of nails. These are all the nails that I pulled out of the pallets when I was stripping them down. So I straightened some of them, left some of them bent, and I thought, oh, I'll make a bar top out of them. So I put the bar top on, made sure it was level, and then I siliconed all these nails down. There's actually 8,000 nails here. Not exact, but what I did, I measured a 4-inch strip, counted how many nails were in the 4-inch strip from one side to the other, and then I just times that by the length of the bar, and that gave me roughly 8,000 nails. And it took me about 2 weeks. This side is all just laid flat and straight. This side, I don't know if you can see it, it's actually in the shape of a Union Jack. So it looks pretty nice. I think this was probably the most expensive part of my bar actually. The resin for this alone cost me 250 quid, but I thought, well, you know what, the rest of the bar ain't cost me anything really, so it's a small price to pay for something you want. While I was doing it, I found a branch. Somebody had cut a tree down close by, so I grabbed the branch, which I thought were interesting enough and the right size, and I've embedded that into the bar. That's just before I put the nails on and siliconed it in, and then resined it in. So that's quite a nice feature. You can get a shot there. Yeah, quite like that. Hanging off one of the branches, just a bit of chainmail there that I made. I wanted to see how easy it was to do. I watched a couple of tutorials on YouTube making chainmail, because what I want to do, I want to make a chainmail curtain for my windows there, but that's going to take a lot of time, so I need to do that probably at night when I've finished work, a couple of hours a night or something. These are the links that I use. Just there's some links that are left over. Anyway, I won't bore you with that. If you want to do that, you can watch somebody else's video on chainmail. What else have I got? Went to see Madness a few weeks ago. Them's the fezzes that we bought. A bell for last orders. Gotta have one of them. Shelves again, all made out of pallet wood. These things here are the blocks that you find inside pallet wood, and all I did was take them off, cut them with a diagonal tilt on, sand them, and then use them as sort of noggins or whatever you want to call them for my shelves. But they've worked nice. Signs is another thing I like doing, out of pallet wood again. Do sharks complain about Mondays? No, they're up early, biting stuff, chasing shit, being scary, reminding everyone they're a fucking shark. Nice little saying. Excuse my language. Route 66 sign there. My sister brought me that back from America a couple of years ago, and she enjoyed it that much she's going again next year, and we're going with her. So that's something to look forward to. Some of my old pay statements then, dating back from about 1984 I think. I've kept every pay statement that I got. I used to be in the army, so there's 5 years worth of pay statements there. That's not me, that's my granddad, who was born in 1889 I think. That's his old watch chain and his match container. They used to get matches in them I think, or tobacco or whatever. Up there I've got a load of old bottles of wine and spirits. They're all undrinkable, but I wanted to put them up there, and I want them to collect cobwebs to look like an old bar, so I've told my wife never to clean up there, so if you can see them cobwebs. I think you probably can. Yeah, so they've been up there a couple of years, nicely going off, undrinkable, but yeah. Another last orders bell. Drinks. A Hitler youth knife there that I bought a few years ago. This is my bottle opener. I made this with I had this glass from, I don't even know where it came from. I'd found it somewhere, somebody was throwing it away, so I kept it, and then one day I thought I'll make a bottle opener with a little catching tray at the bottom, so you flip your top off there and it falls straight in there. And I'm glad I did that, because I needed a load of bottle tops once for a project. If you can see, that's the main bar area, and that's a wooden floor, that's pallet wood. And then this was the old garden, so this were flagged. So to join them together, there's a bit of a slope there, you probably can't see it so much on the video, there's a bit of a slope there. So to marry them two together, I just flagged it, and then I cemented between the flags, and I put bottle tops in, just embedded the bottle tops there in the cement. I left a little hole at this end because I've got an outside tap out that way, so that's the isolate for the outside tap in winter. I just turn that off so it doesn't freeze and burst the pipes. Moving around, another Union Jack there. I like my Union Jacks. A dartboard with the dartboard surround that I made for it. I'm probably going to have to modify that now. I had that over a different area in the bar, and I had space to put a scoreboard at the side. So either I put a scoreboard on there, which I might do. Yeah, we'll see anyway. Or put some doors on it with a scoreboard in. Not on there worth of any interest. Little log store there. That's logs that's just drying out, ready for burning next year. And then I've got my burner there. I've just lit that this morning. It's not caught yet. So up here, if you can see, I've done all this. What we're going to do originally, I was just going to pallet clad one wall for my tools. And as I did it, I didn't think I did this back wall first, and then I thought, oh, I'll do another wall, and then I ended up doing another wall, then I did the ceiling, so I did everything. So that the whole, and that's my garage door, I've clad that in pallet wood. So there's another sign there. I hand carved that one, that took me all day one Saturday to do that. But the thing is, if you enjoy doing it, it's worth doing. It's there forever now. An old chain there that I found that can't remember where I found that, but I thought that would look nice. There's another little sign. That's from the Bobby McGee, Bobby McGee song, is it? Feeling good was good enough for me. I like a good lyric in a song. Right, moving down. That's my wood burner. See that I've just got the fire going inside there. It might take, it might not. I've got a grappling hook up in the corner there. that's another piece of chain. What my idea was, that gets really hot on the top, and this chimney pipe gets hot. So I thought if I wrap some chain around it, and the chain gets hot, that'll radiate more heat. Less heat going up the chimney, more heat going in here. Well, that was the plan anyway. And it must work because it does get hot. You can't touch it. Stone windowsill. Again, all this stuff I've been given or found, or it's recycled from other places. I've not really spent a lot of money. I did have to buy the wood burner, but I got that for 150 quid. So that was a bargain. Little bits of stuff that I've collected over the years. A few knives. I've got that in another video. Shoe polishing kit. Always need that. A globe there. That means the world to me, actually. This is my teeter table. I found as I'm getting older, you get your back problems and stuff. I just have 20 minutes on that, a couple of times a week maybe. I find it just stretches me back out and just helps me. I've got quite a physical job, lifting and shifting things, so it's you know, I don't want to put my back out permanently, so I think that just wards off any injuries. That's dog's bed there. It's normal out the other side next to the fire, to be honest. I don't know why it's there. Wife must have put it there. Just a table and chairs. Sometimes in summer, me and my wife eating here, or if we're not eating out there on the decking. This is my map of the world. Got that from IKEA. That was 100 quid, I think, from IKEA. Probably, oh God, I bet I've had that 10 years. This is the wood wall, wood tiled wall that I featured in another video. So if you want to see how I did that, you can. That's just pallet wood, and I've cut them into 9-inch sections, the same size as tiles, just to make it look like a tiled wall, which is quite nice. That's one of my favourite pictures. Stripped of his youth, his energy, and his money, Dad quietly reflected on the blessings of having children. Johnny Cash there. A few more signs, old pictures. I do like having old tools around. It's a good job my wife likes having old tools around as well, because that'll be me. That's my crowbar gun. Did that a few years ago. I had some crowbars laying around from a clearance that I'd done, and I'd put them down on the floor, and I thought, what can I do with them? And then I thought, oh, I could probably make a nice gun shape out of that. So I just didn't clean them out, just welded them together, and that's the result. The only thing I had to cut was the trigger guard and the trigger. So they must have come off a different crowbar. That must have been off a small crowbar. So I just cut the loop off, and then I cut the forked piece off that you pry nails out with, and welded them on there. Old sword there. Another one of Johnny Cash. A friend made that for me. You can't see it on this video, but in the dark areas there, it's actually got the lyrics for Man in Black, but you can only see it at certain angles. It's really good, that. Got another Union Jack flag up there. Bought that off eBay. That cost me 120 quid, but I had this idea and that's what I wanted, so I thought, well, get what you want. You've worked for it. A few more old tools up there. That is what I call this bar, berating. Berate. That's a Yorkshire way of saying it'll be okay. It'll be right, lad. It'll be right. It will be okay. The berating. Boxing gloves there. I used to do a bit of boxing. That's probably why I wasn't right good at it. That's probably why I'm so ugly and bashed in nowadays. Television there. Not got that wide up yet. It's, I'm going to use that if I do put a karaoke machine in here. That's what that's going to be used for. few axes up there. I had the heads for them, and I carved all the handles for them. That's my channel. If I can, I can. This area is just where I keep, well, look, it's a mess, isn't it? I do a few projects here. That is a fold-away table, actually. The thing that supports it here is an old fence. It's an upside-down fence, I don't know if you can tell. I just cut that down to size, and then I stuck it in that groove there. So when I don't need it, I take the fence out, and then that table folds back to the wall. It just tilts down and folds back. I do little projects on that. That's a little, some brass handles that I'm just doing on a part of a project. Got another one there, song lyrics. Well, I've been standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. I don't know if you recognise them lyrics or not. Give you 5 seconds. It's Eagles, take it easy. A few old saw blades there. A friend of mine uses them on his job, and he gives me them when they're blunt and knackered and no good. They just look nice ornaments. That's my straw hat that I always take on holiday with me. I like that hat. I've had that 20 years, I think. This is what they call an outside bar. I'd seen somebody make one on eBay, and I thought, oh, I'll have a go at making them. So all it does, it just folds out. I just keep some tools and stuff in it now. The top does the same. It lifts up, and then I've got a little latch at the side there that just keeps it up. That's my coffee table. That's just an old beer barrel with an old saw blade, just siliconed on top. That works quite well. Bit of coal there. That bar is actually off of weightlifting. I did a clearance at a gym once, and I wanted all the stuff getting rid of, and I kept that bar from that, so that didn't cost me out either. So I think that's it. So, like I say, I've made 95% of this stuff I've made myself. Oh, I nearly forgot my pool table. That's my pool table that I clad in pallet wood. I've done a separate video on that, doing the whole thing. So if you want to see that, you might enjoy looking at that. But we can use it as a table, or a pool table, or when it's not in use, because I've put it on wheels, I just wind the feet up, it drops it down onto its wheels, and then I just wheel it out of the way, and then I've got more space there, because it's good having a pool table now and again, but most of the time it's not being used, and I find it's sort of in the way, so it's better to move it out of the way when you don't use it. Right, I think that's it. So maybe I've given you some ideas. I don't know, like, comment, subscribe, that'd be nice. Thanks for watching. Bye.